Hi guys.
Number 2, Lima Victor, crossway 16 right at Charlie, hold shortway 16 left.
Hi guys, good day and welcome to today on Princess Anu-TV. Hope you're doing fine and great. Today I want us to quickly look at FMS, and this one is not the Honeywell, this is the Universal FMS. And Universal FMS, especially if you were using the Honeywell, can be a little bit tricky, and just you need to use it over and over again for you to get a hang of it, trust me. And so I just want to quickly show you how it looks like, and in case you want the manual, let me know in the comment section. Just tell me I want, and I'll tell you how you can get the drive. I could send it to you like in a drive, yeah, so that you could study it. I am still studying it. I study it, and every time when I fly an aircraft that has the Universal FMS, I have to keep learning new things. But just in case you haven't subscribed, please do well to subscribe, like, and share, and let's go over. So this is the Universal FMS. Beautiful thing is, when you do on this one, you can always cross fill from this to this, and when you do anything on this one, you can always cross fill from this to this, so they can both share data together. But if it was the Honeywell, as you're doing on this and you compute everything in here, you will also find it here. You don't have to be doing the cross fill stuff. So let's look at the buttons. Message. If you have a message popping up on your PFD and you click on message, it's going to show what message is there. And just in case you're wondering, this is the Echo Romeo Juliet. Anyway, they call it ERJ 135. So just forget about the aviation figures. Echo Romeo Juliet blah blah blah. It's either an Embraer 135 or ERJ 135 LR. So this is data. Yeah, you could get this FMS is not on because of the aircraft is not yet powered on. When we power it on, I'm going to be busy, so I don't see when we power it on, I'll show you. But if I happen to power it on, I'm going to show you just a few things. So this is data. This here, you get fuel, and it has a couple of pages. You see a lot of things there. Here you could tune, you know, the way we tune here, you could tune things here that's going to reflect. You see this one has the Honeywell RMUs, but it's a Universal FMS. You could tune here. Here you go previous, here you go next, and you dim the power from here. This other side, you know, the both of them have the same things on each side. This other side, you have the nav, you have the direct to button. When you click on this one, you could go to a point directly, and everything you do here, you're going to be seeing it on your MFD. So that's another thing about it. This is the PFD, this is the MFD. If you watch my video concerning the internal cockpit inspection, like the walk around, like the internal of the Embraer 145, you're going to see it. I'm going to link it in this video. Here you have the flight plan. So any flight plan you put, you click on flight plan, you're going to be able to preview it. When you click on flight plan and you also click on menu, you see other options. Here VNAV, when you want to descend, you could set up your VNAV and you use it to descend. Here you have lists, menu, and performance. So these are some few things you have on the Universal FMS.
So guys, you can see the FMS is powered on, and I'm going through the flight plan that I set. This is a flight plan from from Abuja to Lagos, right? So let's start. In message box, there's no message, so nothing is reflecting. Data, you can see nav data. It shows you the seat, star, approach, runway, and airway, and it also tells you everything. So here, pilot data, you could also see routes that are set, so you could see some saved routes. We already have like some saved flight plans in this particular FMS. and you could also create your own routes and save your own route. So you could go to pilot route next. It currently has 5 pages, so you're going to see 4/5, or if you're on page 1, you're going to see 1/5, or 2/5, 3/5. So at this point we just return, and so we go to digs just to see digs content, digs load, save, start data recording, and all that. And we could also check the maintenance part. Maintenance is the configuration, maintenance log, static test, dynamic test, all those things for maintenance. Yeah, I don't really use that part. So this is telling us going to be like the fuel flow, and like I said for Abuja. So this full page has 3 pages. So you could see 3/4, 4/4. This is 5/5, and this is the basic weight. It gives you everything, like shows you the data concerning the aircraft. Then now we've clicked on tuning. Like I told you before, you could tune here and it will appear on the RMUs. Yeah, the radio management unit, just in case you don't know what an RMU is. So you could see COM1, NAV1, ADF1, and ATSA. So you could tune everything here if you don't want to tune on the RMUs itself. So it also happens with the Universal. You could tune there. Then now for the nav, this is showing me everything for the nav too. So it has 2 pages. That's why you can see 2/2. So we go back to direct. If you want to fly to a point, you could click any of these points, either 1, 2, 3. For instance, we want to go to India Bravo Alpha. I'll just click on 3 and you press enter. So if you click on 4, for instance, you want to go to Udani, you just press enter, and it will take you direct to Udani. So don't forget, for the FMS, it's always garbage in, garbage out. Whatever you put in, that's what you're going to see. So this is still us reviewing the flight plan. In this flight plan, we have 6 pages, and this is for the VNAV. You could decide wherever you want to do your descent from. Do you want to start your descent, book more, OGBs, whatever? You could enter, and like it could be like that depending on what you want. You just press enter. It's going to show you how many degrees glide you're going to be descending in and how you will come in. So this flight plan is actually from Lagos to Abuja. Correction, I was saying before that it was from Abuja to Lagos. No, this flight plan is from Lagos to Abuja. Like this is like a routing. So now you go to list and you see that then in flight plan menu there's the normal, which shows you that. We go to menu again, you click on clearance, you could see all the points you're going to be flying into. You go back to menu, you see position to waypoint, tells you everything, your distance, nautical miles. When you take off, it's going to show you the time. Also, it's to show you sorry, I have to click on depart. On depart, it will show you what runway you want to depart on. At this point, this is runway 18 left, hoping to depart on runway 18 left. It could change, so it depends on what you have. You put what you are cleared to do. You could also delete the flight plan. I don't want to delete the flight plan, so I'm not clicking on that. So we are not deleting the flight plan. I can also store the flight plan, and you can cross view. Like I said, you can cross view from FMS 1 to FMS 2 or FMS 2 to FMS 1. Here is the rain prediction. Yes, in case you've not done navigation, you have to do this one is not something you can just easily explain. Now for the arrival, you decide where you want to arrive. Now this is arriving in Abuja runway 22 via Pukmo. So we're going to be coming in via Pukmo. On this is what is set. Anything can change. You must not come in via Pukmo. You can come in via Udani. You can come in via any point. When you look at your approach chart, it will decide what point you want to come in through. So now this shows our weight, this shows our fuel we have on board, and this tentatively shows like the endurance. For Abuja, it's not telling us yet because it will wait for us to take off. Then it's going to show what we are going to have, when the weight we are going to have in Abuja, and also the landing fuel. So I hope you learned something new today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Bye.